What's being said in the forum now? Click and join in the vital F1 forum. Rising star. So reports of Mercedes F1 death were greatly exaggerated. Yes, to an extent a bounce back was expected. Suzuka, particularly its full noise final part, would suit it. The temperatures unlike the previous two rounds were cool, and this the Merc loves. But given recent flailing, much of it unanticipated, no one was taking anything for granted. From an early part of the qualifying hour it looked a familiar story, though Lewis Hamilton and his Merc well on top. He converted his advantage too, taking a pole as balmy as is possible in such circumstances by a third of a second. It is, astonishingly at this driver's track, his first ever pole here of his 71. I never ever really got a great balance in the past, so I never did great in qualifying, Lewis noted afterwards. So to finally get the balance behind me with the great work of my engineers and the great timing from all the mechanics, I finally got on track and did the time. And the car is crazy here, I wish you could feel it. It's been 10 years trying to get that pole position. If you don't succeed first time, try harder, he added later. I knew it would eventually come. And he was joined at the front, nominally, by his teammate Valtteri Bottas. He appeared to be floundering again, not just off the pace, but he also had excursions both in morning practice and early in qualifying, all not helped by knowing he'd add 5 to his grid place for a gearbox change. He salvaged second best in the end though, and will start 7th. It's been a really difficult weekend, Bottas admitted. My driving was really getting better towards the end of qualifying. He'll start tomorrow on the soft tires to allow a longer first stint, and may yet come into the picture. Ferrari for the first time in a while had to give best on pace. Sebastian Vettel was third up, 4/10 off Lewis, and will start second. He'll be in position to attack, but his brow looked furrowed after quali, a possible consequence of Ferrari's apparent clear advantage yesterday evaporating. Qualifying's been quite good to be honest, Seb insisted though. I tried everything on the last run, I ran out of track at the exit of the S's. Would have loved to have been a bit quicker. Red Bull as expected was the quickest in the twisty stuff, but really lost out in the flat-out end of the lap, including through 130R. It's in effect a straight for Merc and Ferrari, but as Ben Anderson explained, for Red Bull its residual inefficiencies in the engine through the transmission are exposed under severe load. The Red Bull pair therefore were a second off Lewis. Still, from its net second row start tomorrow it'll be a player. Daniel Ricciardo will also be relieved to pip his whippersnapper stablemate Max Verstappen for once. I crossed the line and wasn't shaking my head. I felt like the lap was all I could get out of it, Ricciardo said later. Again really close with Max, I think we're obviously pushing each other in a good way. I'm happy to inherit third. Hopefully that clean side of the grid gives me that little bit more I'm after and I can run with the leaders at the beginning. I've set my car up more for the race and taken some downforce off. Worries yet linger for Mercedes for the race. As in Sepping, it's not clear the extent that this is a Lewis pole rather than a Merc one. Pertinently, while practice was heavily disrupted, its longer runs yesterday looked well off Ferraris, much further than its single-lap pace did. It felt good on the soft tire, perhaps less good on the super soft, Lewis added. Generally our car is very good in qualifying trim. Generally when we get to a race, we are maybe a step back. We've put ourselves in the best position. It's hard to overtake, if not impossible to overtake here. The Ferraris will be rapid, as they always are. Pirelli predicted 2 stoppers tomorrow rather than the usual one, albeit based on not very much running, so maybe there will be double 2 opportunities to shuffle the order. If the pranks continue, things to hit are close here, then there'll be safety cars too. A few drivers have discovered this weekend that Suzuka bites. Kimi Räikkönen did with a practice crash which got him also a 5-place grid drop for a gearbox change. Romain Grosjean ended Q1 early with a more definitive smash. Kimi, like Bottas, completed Q2 on soft tires rather than the supersofts, though he'll have to do his stuff from further back, as he only managed 6th today, which covers to probably 10th on the grid. The order penalties are applied as part of the consideration. Fernando Alonso 35 places, Jolyon Palmer 20 and Carlos Sainz 20 also have grid penalties, due to technical woes. It's one of those days, like in Monza, where the qualifying session only is the start of who starts where. Of the remainder, Force India was once again best of the rest, though its aim to challenge Red Bull was predictably fanciful. Yet the Silverstone cars will start 5th and 6th tomorrow due to others' penalties mentioned. Esteban Ocon ahead. Felipe Massa was 9th while Alonso completed the top 10, though faces shifting to the back as intimated. Yet for the reasons outlined, penalties are not the only way in which the end of Suzuka's qualifying are as far from the end of the matter. Author Graham Kilo, Twitter at Talking About One, blog talkingabout1.com. Want to be a guest writer on vitalf1.com? It couldn't be simpler. Just submit an article via this link or drop us an email on f1@vitalnetwork.co.uk and we'll publish your views. It's easy to join up and join in on vitalf1.com. Simply click the link and enjoy getting involved. If you are already a member of Vital Football, your logins will automatically work on vitalf1.com.